Hello there, viewers of YouTube, and assuming that this is being beamed into space in all directions, our future alien overlords. Welcome back to my channel, and today is my June wrap-up. So, I was pretty bad in June. In fact, I was really bad in June. I read one book. Yeah. So, I have some reasons behind it that I will go into momentarily. So it's been a busy month for me. But the one book that I did read was The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell, which was recommended to me by a colleague at work. And oh boy, is it a slog. It's not a bad book, I want to point that out now, but it was hard going. It's about a bunch of Jesuit priests who are sent through space to make first contact with an alien species, and much in the same way of priests in history going across to make first contact with other peoples around the world, it didn't go to plan, didn't go swimmingly. Their god was not necessarily on their side. It's pretty bleak, it's pretty dark. The book opens with the only surviving character murdering a child. Yeah. It's very existential, talks a lot about the meaning of religion, what it means to be human, and it looks at these ideas of, can we ever be completely separate from our actions? Can we ever say, oh well, we never intended for these things to happen, therefore it's okay? So it looks at complicity, and it looks at the prime directive, this idea of non-interference, and does our simple existence act as a form of interference? Does it cause things that we can't foresee? So, on that quantum level of, as soon as we observe something, we create a pathway, we create a timeline that everything is going to move in. So it's very heavy going. I understand why it is written the way it is. It's very heavily character driven, which makes you care about these characters in a very dramatically ironic way, because you know from the beginning of the book that they are all dead. But all that character driven plot really slows it down. It jumps back in time to tell you about the characters before they got to this alien planet, and that really pulls you out of where you're sat and puts you into a non-science fiction setting, and it's quite jarring. I found the rehabilitation of the surviving priest, which is set in the present day, well, it's set in 2090, I believe, is interesting. That's really good about this priest who has completely lost his faith in God because of the things that he has seen. That was really interesting, and the stuff set on the planet as well. It's set in 3 different time zones. It's set before, during, and after. So it's not a bad book, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it for someone who is looking for an easy read. It's not an easy read. It's a harsh read. But the beginning of June was E3, which I'm a big gamer, so was quite a fun thing for me, and me and my friends got together and we watched the streams from over in the States. That was really good fun, and so that kind of got me into some indie gaming again. So at the beginning of the month I played a little indie game on my PS4 called Firewatch, in which you play a man who is kind of, in America they have these big towers that people sit in over the summer and basically watch out on the national parks, make sure that any fires that break out are natural fires and are controlled properly. And you play this character who, his wife has dementia and has had to go into a care home, and he wants to escape the world, so he goes to do this summer job as an opportunity to clear his head. And it's a really sweet game. It has a bit of darkness to it, where somebody starts messing with you in the night, and it's very lonely because you're on your own in this forest with your memories and kind of your thoughts and your feelings. It's very cleverly done. It's really short, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone who likes an interactive story, basically. I also played the first episode of Life is Strange, which I haven't got round to carrying on with yet, which I really like the mechanic of that one. It's very much a point and click adventure, but you have the opportunity to rewind time and choose different options. So it's like the Telltale Games stuff, only you get to change your mind on which direction you go, meaning that neither direction is necessarily the right one. In fact, both of them have their own consequences. I haven't gone back to the second episode yet. While I did enjoy the first episode, I did think that the voice acting was pretty poor, and I don't know, I feel like the feeling of an American high school has been done by Squaresoft, and so doesn't quite feel right. It feels a little bit over the top and exaggerated, but I am going to go on with it because I really like the atmosphere of the game. It's very pretty as well. And finally, the other thing that happened to me in June, I got a new job, which was huge. So after 6 years of bookselling for Waterstones, a job which I have absolutely adored, has made me some brilliant friends and helped me kind of find the thing that I was good at doing, having previously not really had a clue what I was good at. Bookselling for Waterstones really helped me find my calling, I guess, although I don't believe in callings or fate or anything like that. But the time has come for me to have a slight shift. So I'm not moving away from books. I am still working in the book industry. I am going to be a publicity assistant for a freelance publicity company down in London called EDPR, who are the publicity company behind the launches of Lisa Williamson's The Art of Being Normal and also Jenny Downham's Unbecoming, amongst many, many others, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to play to a lot of my strengths of babbling about books like I'm doing to the camera right this second, case in point. It's going to be a huge change. It's going to be a big shift from shop work and retail work into publicity work. But I'm going to throw myself into it. It's what I've done so far in life, is kind of just gone for things with everything I have and see how they go. So yeah, it's a little scary, it's a little daunting. I am hoping that I won't be as exhausted as I am all the time, because bookselling is fantastic, but it is so tiring. It's such a physically exhausting job, and I'm hoping that that will give me more time to write, because my writing has really dropped off in the last couple of months. I've just been exhausted all the time and found it really hard to put pen to paper or finger to keyboard, as the case may be. So here's to the future. Who knows where it'll go? Hopefully somewhere exciting, and if you are based in London and the South, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.